when we are talking about the partnerships, the world geopolitical situation is a very volatile, and that's clearly impacting on the world economy. And China is a very important partner of the world economy right now. So what is the message from the China to the world in this session 2?
From these 2 sessions, I think a very basic message is that China is committed to high quality growth.
Great.
And this kind of high quality growth is a very important stabilizer for world economy, because if you check on the last year and the year even before that, for consecutive years, China's contribution to world economic growth averaged at 30%. And last year, 2025, China's GDP, the total number has reached 140 trillion yuan.
Okay.
That's around 20 trillion US dollars.
Yeah.
So as a very big economy, number 2 in the world based on the nominal GDP, and if we go to another way, that's purchasing power. Some people, experts say China has been already number 1 for purchasing power in the world. So I think this message is very clear. China is committed to steady growth, stabilize the world economy, bring benefits, goods, to the whole world, and as a key drive engine. This is, I think, important message. Another message, I think, is China commits to, this kind of balanced and fair growth, because compared with the traditional area or some economies from the developed, countries, the growth way or the model is very different. When we today talk about Chinese modernization, also some scholars compare China's growth with Indian growth. Some international experts, they point out between China and India, our growth is basically based on our own innovation, industry of our people, and also a kind of peaceful growth and peaceful rise. So we are going to solve a lot of problems which have never been met by the international community. For example, how to balance the growth target and environmental protection, and how to make our super size population enjoy the growth in a fair way, which means not to leave anybody behind, let everybody benefit, and also how we can take care of, the balance, for example, of different regions, because China is huge, India is also huge, very big. The regional differences, the gap sometimes is also very big. So we can have new strategies, we have new ways. In this process, we have a lot of experience which can be shared with the world, especially Global South.
Yes.
So I think in the next few years, as a key stage, critical stage, there are a lot of co-learning, mutual learning between China, India, and of course at large among the BRICS and the Global South countries. We can also share our wisdom and jointly solve a lot of problems that the world is facing, the world has never faced. We are going to, meet challenges together.
Yeah, definitely. World needs a solution. World is going through a lots of problem, and yes, China is the country where the solution come from.
देश विदेशातील प्रत्येक घडामोडींचे लाईव्ह अपडेट मिळवण्यासाठी आता साम टीव्हीच्या सर्व सोशल मीडिया प्लॅटफॉर्मला लाईक, फॉलो आणि सबस्क्राइब करा. तसंच सर्व नोटिफिकेशनसाठी बेल आयकॉन प्रेस करायला विसरू नका.